Welcome to my channel, folks. So today out here, I had to get out. I just got over the flu, and then I just got over COVID, and right behind me, I figured I'd come take a nice ride up to the local dealership near me, and I just wanted to check it out. I happened to ride through the parking lot and saw that they got a 2024 Trailhunter, so I'm going to walk through the dealership, and I'm actually going to check out these newer trucks today and some of the prices. So if you are new here, consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for watching another one of my videos. Now let's check out some prices and some trucks. Okay, folks, so like I said, again, I got a nice sunny day, and I'm just getting over COVID, so I definitely had to get out of the house. Bear with me, I'm probably going to be breathing a little bit in this video, walking around. I'm a little short breath. Anyway, obviously there's a million other videos out there. We're going to make this pretty quick today, but this is a 2024 Toyota Tacoma Trail Hunter in white, and is also a long bed, as you can see there. I'm just going to kind of basically go over the outside of it and all the obvious stuff. I'm not going to get into the technical details. But looking at it, obviously there's a factory snorkel. This truck is also lifted from the factory about 2.5 to 3 inches. And one big thing I want to pick out, if anybody's watching this and they're trying to compare this to one of the Chevrolet Colorado ZR2s, which I've actually worked on and also installed their rock sliders. These come factory with rock sliders, but if you look, hopefully I'm getting that on video there, these rock sliders from Toyota are actually bolted right to the frame. Coming back to the rear here, just like Toyota did in the 80s, they came back with the old style roll bar on the truck, which is actually also made by ARB, just like the bumper we're going to talk about, and I'll show you in the back. And you've also got a rear facing camera in the back of the bed. You can actually see it up there. Well, I'm not a salesman and I'm not sponsored by Toyota. I just wanted to check out this truck today and stop by and check out some prices. And I wanted to also give this for any viewers that may happen to see this or watch my channel or decide, oh, they like this kind of content, and we'll check it out. So looking right from the factory on this specific Trailhunter, it does have an ARB factory bumper, and it does have some nice hefty tow hooks, and you get your spare tire underneath there. And we'll actually take a look underneath the truck also. Taking a look underneath the truck as best I can do without getting soaked. It's got a nice hefty rear end skid plate, and it also has a gas tank skid plate, which is actually made of a composite material like a plastic. And moving on here, you got a nice hefty aluminum skid plate, and that's basically covering all your drivetrain up front. Going that skid plate from the front, it actually says Trailhunter on there too. And again, it's made of some thin aluminum. And there's your Old Man Emu Trailhunter specific shocks that also look pretty heavy duty. And I also noticed that the Tacoma, they actually changed the knuckles from steel to aluminum, obviously probably from weight savings. But yeah, it's quite the truck. It's got some nice beefy fender flares to obviously compensate for their little bit of an offset on the wheel. And equipped from the factory, you got Trailhunter written right on these headlights specific to this brand. I'm sure it's got LEDs. And of course you've got a in-grill LED fog light in the front, and your front view facing camera for obviously all your new tech that just about every car has, like the radar sensing cruise control and other safety features on the truck itself. So getting a little deeper into the suspension here, like I said, it's about a 2.5 to 3 inch. So basically what I had in my second gen Tacoma, if any of you guys were following my second gen Tacoma build. And right from the factory, they've got some aluminum, and they've got noted on their Trailhunter, obviously for the Trailhunter upper control arms on this truck. I did also notice a little upgrade basically over the previous gens, is they used to have like a real cheap thin type of plastic that was in here. Now they have some heavy duty wheel liners that actually protect your engine bay from obviously the grime and stuff. And of course this vehicle is also turbocharged. You can actually see the wastegate actuator inside there. And looking down at the tire size and the rims on this truck, it has got a 265/70/18 Territory RT. It is a Goodyear Wrangler tire, so it's set up pretty good right from the factory. It's not a 35-inch tire like a Bronco, but it's set up pretty good. Here above, we've got a snorkel, obviously. I think I mentioned that before, but High Force Max. So it's got a turbocharged 2.4 liter that produces 326 horsepower and 460 foot-pounds of torque. So it's pretty good numbers. Obviously, it's got that electric motor between the engine and transmission, but this truck is quite torquey for what it is. All right, now that we've kind of walked around that and checked it out a little bit, let's check out some prices on some of these babies. So this one actually equipped right here, MSRP on it, $63,000. And what it comes with: unique Trailhunter content, bronze Toyota Heritage grille with integrated LED light bar, Old Man Emu forged monotube shocks with rear external remote reservoirs, ARB sport bar, Trailhunter signature LED headlights, Rigid Industries white amber I'm assuming that is the little kind of like light bar in the front. And then it's got switchable LED lights. It's got 18-inch bronze finished wheels, Trailhunter steel front skid plates that we kind of went over there, high clearance trail exhaust. Oh, it's good. I didn't even notice that. So it's got high clearance trail exhaust. So obviously the exhaust isn't hanging down here because this is specifically for off-road. And we got frame mounted rock rails, which I showed you. And also it talks about the hybrid powertrain with the 8-speed transmission. And it has a 4-wheel drive part-time 4x4 system with a 2-speed electronically controlled transfer case, electronically controlled rear locking differential, and a multi-train select, crawl control, hill assist. And I'm not going to go down and get over the safety and convenience because 90% of new vehicles have all the same stuff with that. But on your miles per gallon, which isn't horrible for a truck, obviously that's with the way it sits right now and all the existing weight, unless you start adding to it. 23, 22, and 24 highway. So your combined is 22, which isn't horrible considering my RAV4 here behind me gets about 24 miles per gallon. Let's just check this baby out. I'm not going to get too into detail. Obviously, it's Toyota's Land Cruiser, which is your famous, you know, legendary off-roader. Just kind of taking a quick look at it in person. And this also has the iForce Max 2.4 liter turbocharged engine. Well, let's just take a look at the pricing. There's a million videos out there if you want to check these out. And the MSRP on this is $56,000, and the options are actually similar to the Tacoma on this one. Let's check out some other Tacomas. All right, and here behind me we've got a bunch of cheaper models. Let's check out some of these price tags. So here's another 2024 SR5 model, and I don't know if this is cheap enough to have leaf springs in the back or if it's still got the coil springs. Obviously it's got smaller wheels, doesn't have all the fancy options of the Trailhunter. Still a nice looking truck. And we have a MSRP of $40,000. Here we got a regular white SR5, and one thing I forgot to mention is the actual, see what the fuel economy is in a non-hybrid. So 21, 19, 24. So basically you only get a little bit better fuel economy in the city with the hybrid. And obviously these are pretty plain, pretty straightforward. So if you're just looking to drive a truck every day, day to day, you don't need all the fancy equipment. Somebody's having some fun out there right now. And I'm not going to walk too many down the line. We kind of see what they are. But yeah, these trucks are pretty sweet. And here we have another SR5. And obviously the options are going to vary a little bit. The MSRP on that one was $40,000. The MSRP on this one is $40,000. Obviously it's different from the asking price. And right next to it, we actually have a TRD Off-Road, which also comes equipped with the iForce Max. So it's got the, obviously the 2.4 turbo with the hybrid powertrain in it. And looking at this specific one here, and the price goes up to $46,000. And obviously the hybrid or the off-road package and the hybrid system is going to bump that price right up. And the miles per gallon is still the same. So I figured I'd go check out some trucks today. I always see a million different ads on Facebook talking about how much you can lease them for. I'm not in any position to actually get a truck right now. I had my 23 Tacoma. Obviously, you know, shit happens. I couldn't afford it anymore, and now I've got a 14 RAV4 that's got 150,000 miles on it. And it is what it is, but you know, I do dream and I do think about these trucks, and I think they're nice, and I do miss it because I actually had a hobby where I could go meet up with people and get out and do some things. And what I love a Trailhunter with all the equipped options and everything on there, I do. Do I think the price range is crazy? I think the price is crazy on one of them. And I also think to myself, when I had my Tacoma, which was actually paid off, the older one, the 11, and I had it set up for off-roading, but as far as I would actually go and take that off-road with the rock sliders and all that, would I take a $64,000 truck like that if I bought it right, I don't know, right from the dealership? Would I take that thing out and go bashing on rocks and go crazy? Especially even if I was in a good position and making good money and paying monthly payments for that kind of a truck? No, there's no way in heck. Would I settle for an SR5 and just drive it every day on the road? Yes, I would do something like that. Would I consider a lease? I'm actually going to make another video on why you should lease or why you should buy a car and the different circumstances and the pros of the cons in both. But in simplicity, if you're going to lease a vehicle, you look at the fine print, you got to have $5,000 down, you got to have a limit of 10,000 to 15,000 or 15,000 miles a year. So in reality, basically it's a way for a dealer to almost rent a vehicle to you or to make you have very minimal usage of the vehicle. So when you come back to trade it in, it has some value in it, so they can make more money off of it. And obviously you have to take real good care of it, and you know what, scratches and dings and all that kind of stuff too. So they're making you, you know, do all the maintenance, take real good care of the appearance, the body, and all that stuff. So it's really a specific type of person that would actually even want to lease a vehicle or do something like that. So I want to say, if you are a new viewer here, again, thanks for watching. And while this is a little different than my older Tacoma content, I thought today this would be a good time. I see a million other videos out there. People are just walking through car lots. They may not, some of them work at dealers, some of them don't work at dealers. This specific dealer actually checked out today. I brought my Tacoma, my mother's Corolla, up there numerous times for maintenance and different such. I had alignments done on my Tacoma after I put lifts in it, and they knew what I wanted, and the techs there were really good too, so they knew what I wanted for alignment specs for a specific suspension setup that I had. So I did just poke my head up there today to do that for you. But again, if you are new here, definitely consider subscribing while my channel is small, and it helps me out. If I ever do make anything on YouTube, I will appreciate you all you guys, and I will definitely give back. Thanks for watching.